Tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 6, we are talking about ways to stay cool in this blistering summer heat.
That's right, and I'm tracking scorching heat this weekend, and just when will it cool off? I'll have all the details in your first alert forecast.
And a violent incident in Kennewick 1 week ago leads to an arrest in Richland overnight. You're watching Apple Valley News Now at 6.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Benton County is now in extreme fire danger until further notice. That means outdoor burning is not allowed, even with a metal fire ring, because fires can start so easily and spread so quickly that every fire has the potential to get out of control. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Alyssa Warner.
And I'm Stacy Lee, and we're going to be talking about extreme heat headed our way this weekend. And this just in, we have a red flag warning in parts of Oregon, and we do have excessive heat watches as well. So lots to get to, and let's take a look at that map right now. Actually, it's Grant County, Oregon that has issued a red flag warning, and that's in place until 11 p.m. on Saturday. Again, that's just south of Pendleton and Hermiston, basically covering those southern Blue Mountains. So again, everywhere is a tinderbox waiting to catch fire, so we want to be extremely fire wise. Moses Lake area, Grant County, Washington has the heat advisory, and that is through a Sunday at 8 o'clock. So again, we've got a lot of active weather going on, a lot of heat, and maybe even some potential thunder and lightning headed our direction later into the weekend, and that could be a real fire starter. Now, temperatures around the region are hot. Tri-Cities and Hermiston 100 right now, 97 in Walla Walla, 96 in Yakima, 92 in Ellensburg. Again, look before you lock. Car safety extremely important this time of year. If you can't find your kids, you're not sure where they've been playing, make sure you check that car. Over 900 children have died inside hot vehicles since 1998. Air quality has been an issue kind of on and off. We were in the green most of the day, and we're seeing a little bit more of that smoke and haze settle into the area this evening, but it's going to be moving on its way out. Partly cloudy and warm tonight, hazy skies improving. Like I said, that hot weekend is hanging out, but I do have some good news a little bit later. I'll tell you when it's going to cool down. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacy. And as we've been talking about, we're talking temperatures in the upper 90s and triple digits. So to beat the heat, temporary cooling centers are available in Benton and Franklin counties. They're located at all of the Mid-Columbia Library locations, the Martin Luther King Center in Pasco, Columbia Center Mall, Richland Community Center, Richland City Hall, Becky's Coffee, and Wren's Farmers Insurance Agency in Prosser. Sierra Knutson, the Planning and Preparedness Manager with Benton Franklin Health District, says it's especially important for young kids and older adults to stay cool.
Cooling centers are really critical because this time of year we see individuals who have heat-related injuries. These can be individuals who are older, we can have them who are babies or infants, and so it's a great way to provide relief for people so that they don't become ill this time of year.
So if you have a business or community center and you want to get on that list of cooling centers, you can find a link to do that on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. You can also sign up through the Benton Franklin Health District and learn safety tips there to protect yourself and your family during the hot summer months. Some Yakima County voters can expect to see a bond proposal on the ballot this November. Yakima County Fire District 5 is hoping for approval. They're hoping to build a new headquarters, renovate old stations, and buy new fire apparatus. The fire chief says they haven't asked for a tax increase since 1947, and he says the demand has grown so much they need a boost that's more than they can get from the fire levy. The Board of Fire Commissioners passed a resolution to put a bond on the November ballot, and they'll be asking property owners to pay an additional 28 cents per $1,000 of assessed property value. We have a crime alert tonight. 2 men were killed and 1 seriously injured on the Yakima Reservation. 911 call logs show sheriff's deputies responded to a homicide call just after 10 o'clock Thursday night on Mission Road in White Swan. That's where the coroner says 1 man was killed. Then this morning in Wapato, another man was killed and a 3rd suffered life-threatening injuries that sent him to Harborview in Seattle. Autopsies are being scheduled for 2 of those victims. The coroner says their deaths do appear to be homicides. It's not clear tonight if the cases are connected, but FBI officials did confirm their investigators and tribal police were on scene and they are investigating. Now, here in the Tri-Cities, police have arrested 2 people suspected in connection to a violent incident in Kennewick 1 week ago. This started with a shooting near the Kennewick Safeway on Clearwater Avenue, June 30th. A man told police he was in the parking lot around 2 o'clock in the morning when someone in a white Mitsubishi drove up and started shooting.
They do have information that the two individuals knew each other. However, why Mr. Lighthall decided to shoot at him is unknown.
The victim says he drove away and the shooter followed, then police showed up. Police identified a suspect in the case and 2 days later say the same 25-year-old man and a 26-year-old woman crashed into several vehicles on North Volland Street while trying to get away from a state patrol trooper. Police say both people got away at the time.
The detectives, and through a lot of thorough investigating, were able to just develop that probable cause for assault in the first degree, in addition to unlawful possession of a firearm.
Investigators tracked them down at a home on Tanglewood Drive in Richland Thursday night. Police say because they learned one of the suspects might have multiple guns and was refusing to come out of the home, they activated the Tri-City Regional SWAT team.
Ultimately, from information we've known in past dealings, Aaron is a very dangerous individual who should not have possession of firearms anyway, and because they were used in the commission of the crime, he was deemed to be armed and dangerous.
The United States Marshal Service, come to the front door with your hands in the air. We know you're in there. We are not going away.
Police say both suspects left the house after a brief standoff, along with a third person wanted on a warrant. They've all been booked into the Benton County Jail. And Senator Maria Cantwell visited Skamania County to see progress on the Tunnel 5 fire. Now, this fire has been burning for almost a week, and the Skamania County Sheriff says evacuation levels have just today been lowered to level 2. Get set for most areas around the fire. Crews are making some significant progress, but you can see there's still a lot of wind out there today. Fire officials say crews are dealing with extreme heat and extremely steep conditions on top of that wind. That's along the Columbia River, and it's all combining to make their work a lot more challenging. About 10 miles of State Route 14 west of White Salmon are still closed, according to WashDOT's latest update. And the Department of Fish and Wildlife has imposed new restrictions on public lands in eastern Washington because of the extreme fire risk. You can no longer have a campfire, even in a fire pit, although gas and propane stoves are still allowed. There's no outdoor smoking allowed, though, no shooting other than legal hunting. Officials say they can't afford the risk of even a single spark.
It is concerning. We're in this a lot earlier, and our very warm spring and low precipitation. It's really important right now that everyone just thinks about what their action is to avoid starting a wildfire, because it's not only going to be hard on the landscape, but it's also hard on the local community. If you burn other people's homes.
Off-roading is also banned on state-owned land as of today because officials say even the heat from an engine could be enough to start a fire in dry grass and brush. And we are talking about extreme fire danger in Benton County, now a red flag warning for parts of Oregon. Stacey Lee is talking about that, plus a weather alert day here in our area coming up in just a moment. But first, we're going to talk about some of the ways to get out and enjoy some time with your friends and family. That's next on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
Do not attempt to eat this burger unless you like sweating, gasping, and jalapeno, habanero, and pepper jack cheese-induced hallucinations. My Rewards members set your mouth on fire with a one-time El Diablo single for $6.66 in the Carl's Jr. app.
Yeah! Does your bath or shower need a remodel? Bathfitter can do it all. We will remove your existing fiberglass tub or shower and replace it with a custom-crafted shower or soaker tub. All made in America at our state-of-the-art factory. We rebuild your walls with new drywall and install a custom-made tub or shower with seamless walls in as little as 1 day. All work is guaranteed and built to last. Call your locally owned Bathfitter store now to book your free in-home estimate or visit bathfitter.com.
Did you know Astria Health has the only team of neurosurgeons in the Lower Valley? Patients no longer need to travel long distances to receive the spine care they need. Patients with spinal tumors, stenosis, herniated or degenerative disc diseases, spine trauma, fractures, or spinal cord injury can be seen by an Astria neurosurgeon in Prosser, Sunnyside, or Zillah. Ask your primary care provider for a referral to one of our neurosurgeons. Astria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
It's a celebration of Merlot this summer in Walla Walla, July 13th through the 15th. Join more than 50 Walla Walla wineries for Celebrate Walla Walla Valley Wine. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium Merlots during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Participate in this full sensory experience from July 13th through the 15th. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills, but thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on, and your information is gone, both on the front and through the back. Even if the paper is held up to the light, even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. So block it out before you throw it out. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 and get free shipping too. This offer is not available on Amazon, so call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Order now.
Call 1-800-268-7157. That's 1-800-268-7157 or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-268-7157 now.
With friends, there are no secrets.
You kissed a guy!
You kissed my mom!
Your middle name is Muriel!
It is a family name.
The best way to end your day. Friends, tonight at 11:05 on Apple Valley News Now.
Carl's Jr. is spicing up the all-day 2 for $5 deal savings. Try a new spicy little cheeseburger, spicy chicken sandwich, cheeseburger, or French toast dips, and more. Pick any two all day, $5.
Portion of CapKV sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. The city of Yakima is inviting families to break out lawn chairs and picnics for its free outdoor concerts and movies in the park, which kick off this weekend. On Fridays, you can head to Franklin Park for the Summer Sunset Concert Series, featuring everything from country to hard rock. Then on Sundays, there's the Viva La Musica concerts rotating between Miller Park and Martin Luther King Jr. Park. Plus, there's the Outdoor Summer Cinema Series on Sundays at Chesterley Park.
We're just so pleased to be able to provide free programs for families to enjoy here in the parks in the summertime. We have great weather, and great parks, and just places for people to go and do fun things.
The activities kick off at 6 tonight with a country music concert at Franklin Park. Then coming up this Sunday, the first Viva La Musica at Miller Park and the first outdoor movie at Chesterley Park. That will be Dora and the Lost City of Gold. Well, the triple-digit heat isn't stopping people from heading out to shop local farmers markets. Vendors in Richland say they're working to protect their produce. The vendors tell us they're using various cooling methods to preserve the quality of their produce on display. They're talking about refrigerated trucks, misting fans, and simple ice packs. While growing the produce in this heat isn't a problem, they say keeping it fresh can be an obstacle.
As far as the heat's concerned, it doesn't affect our growing operation because we operate indoors year-round. But when we do come to the farmer's market, we do have to take that into consideration. So we put ice packs underneath all of the trays, and we'll put ice on the microgreens and just try and keep them cool and fresh.
The Richland Farmers Market is located at 707 on the Parkway. It is open Fridays from 9 in the morning till 1 in the afternoon. And the Desert Star 80 at the Tri-Cities Raceway is happening this weekend. Several major events coming up tomorrow night. Registration and the pit gates open at 11 a.m. Practice goes from 2 until 4. Then the fan gates open at 4 p.m. FanFest starts at 6. People will have a chance to meet their favorite drivers on the front stretch. Photos, giveaways, and autographs. The main events also include Elite 5 Modified Challenge Series, Betterell Hobby Stocks, and Midwest Super Late Models. Now tonight, volunteers are at John Dam Plaza getting set up for the C3 Slam Tournament. Crews shut down George Washington Way in both directions just about 45 minutes ago from Knight Street to Newton Street. That will remain closed through Sunday evening, so be prepared for a detour if your travels take you through Richland this weekend.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Hot and hazy, that's been The order of the weather situation the last few days, and that will continue. Now, the haziness is going to get better, but we've seen it kind of roll in a little thicker this evening. Sunset tonight at 8:50. That's our Skycam there in Pasco. All right, let's take a look at our evening planner. Again, those temperatures remain warm. We're still in the 90s at 8, dropping down to 88 by 9 p.m. in the Tri-Cities. So very warm evening ahead. In Yakima, again, pool weather, perfect for that. A few clouds drifting through. Again, we had a little bit of moisture and some clouds moving in from the Pacific, and they lingered their way across the Cascades and into the Yakima Valley tonight. By 9, we'll be down to 84 degrees. In Walla Walla, a nice warm evening there as well. Temperatures dropping down to 89 by 8, and we'll see temperatures at 85 at 9 p.m. tonight. Here's what's going on. Satellite and radar. There's that ridge of low pressure sitting pretty, again, keeping the hot air in our region. And we're starting to see some scattered showers developing in Oregon and the top of Nevada this evening. Some of those may linger and make their way into the southern Blue Mountains and the Columbia Basin later into the weekend. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. That's showing maybe some thunder and lightning possible later into the week. But again, those clouds are kind of coming in off the coast, just a little band of them coming right across the mid-Columbia and the Yakima Valley. Futurecast, let's talk about that. Again, clear skies. We're seeing those winds still coming down from the north, but we'll see a nice shift in directions, a southerly flow moving up from the south. That means our air quality and that smoke and haze will start to decrease on Saturday. Now moving into Sunday afternoon and evening, we'll see some showers developing in the Cascades. The upper elevations could even see some potential thunder showers developing here in southern Oregon, and maybe even a stray shower coming through the Pendleton area and possibly making its way through the Yakima Valley and even into the Columbia Basin. And that means we could see some thunder showers. So they've issued a red flag warning for Grant County, Oregon. Again, expecting possible thunder showers. It is dry, fire danger extremely high. We're in a fire weather watch in the Columbia Basin, Yakima Valley, and we have a heat advisory going on in Grant County, Washington. And again, those advisories continue through the weekend, and we may even see more red flag warnings issued over the weekend. Let's take a peek at our our wind speeds right now. Fairly light breezes through the region, but we'll see those gusts starting to pick up through the Columbia River Gorge, the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Again, those winds are still coming down from the north, so we're seeing a little bit of that smoke and haze. Wind directions are going to start to shift as we get into Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, and our air quality should be much better at that point. But again, those gusty winds coming through those mountain gaps like through the Yakima area, through the Columbia River Gorge, mean extreme fire danger this weekend. I can't emphasize that enough. As we get into our Sunday, those winds will be a bit breezy as well. So here's that smoke and haze that's been kind of lingering around this evening. That should start to improve midday tomorrow. And again, our Futurecast smoke map shows you that northerly flow will start to shift directions, and we'll start to see clearer skies throughout the region as we get into your Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, looking really good air quality wise. Temperatures overnight tonight, we're in the 50s and 60s, 64 Yakima, 53 in Cle Elum, 59 tonight in Sunnyside. For the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities area, 60s all through the region, 63 overnight tonight in the Tri-Cities, 62 in Prosser, the foothills of the Blues, 60 in Walla Walla tonight, 57 for Pendleton. And again, we want to be very safe out there. Those temperatures are going to be hot tomorrow, triple digits. Again, take lots of breaks and try to get out of that sun if you can. And remember to check on your elderly neighbors this weekend. If you're going to C3 Slam, going to be hot out there, especially on the pavement, triple digit temperatures, but a big drop happening on Monday with a chance of showers or thunder showers, hit or miss that is. Hot in Yakima as well. And taking a look at our 3-day forecast here in Walla Walla, again, triple digits, decreasing in quite a bit on Monday. I'll get to more of that and a travel forecast coming up in just a bit. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacy. Now, still ahead tonight, police in Yakima have now identified a suspect in a violent murder from more than 3 years ago, and he's already behind bars. That update and more coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
We're all here to talk about her.
Hello. We built her so we could get a family plan.
Well, with US Cellular, it's just $19.99 per line.
I guess we don't need that fourth line.
This is awkward.
US Cellular, built for us.
A new roof looks great. A new roof with new gutters looks amazing. With Arrow Roofing, amazing is now more affordable than ever. Get 25% off gutters with their new re-roof. Did we mention our 50-year roof warranty at no extra cost? Don't miss this limited time offer. Give Arrow Roofing a call today.
Queensgate Gardens thanks you all for the wonderful support that you've shown us throughout this incredible spring season. We are truly honored to have such amazing customers like you. Come on down for any last-minute summer planting and check out our amazing selection at our fruit stand.
At LL Flooring, we're here for pros. With guaranteed support for your projects every step of the way. Get the best hardwood, vinyl, laminate, and accessories. In stock and at the best price. And with dedicated support, you can level up your business without upping your costs. Get the right service, right selection, and right price for you and your clients at LL Flooring. Sign up now for pro-exclusive pricing. Floor pros know. LL Flooring.
Watch me. Watch me tumble, jump, and soar. When our squad is on point, we own the floor. Dazzling stunts and dances are my jam. Pain once caused issues, but they had a plan. A life-changing brace with no surgery to fear. Activity without limits, one more reason to cheer. Watch me. Industry-leading scoliosis treatment at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Is your closet cramped and cluttered? Well, now there's Space Triangles, the clever new hanging device that fits over any hanger to save you closet space in seconds. And now may be your last chance to get them for a low price. Now you can vertically hang multiple items, guaranteeing that you'll have up to 70% more space in your closet. Your closet can go from messy to marvelous in no time with ease. The ingenious slip-over design secures the hangers vertically. It snugly fits all types of hangers to save you space. Order now to get an 18-piece set of Space Triangles for just $9.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get Space Triangles at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 closet pack per order while supplies last. Once they're gone forever. Order now.
Call 1-800-587-3514. Call or visit spacetriangles.com. So call 1-800-587-3514 now.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $600 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
US Cellular, built for us.
Welcome back. Some portable phone chargers are being recalled because at least one caught fire on a plane. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says approximately 190,000 VRURC portable chargers, which were sold on Amazon, are now being recalled due to fire hazard issues. This is what they look like if you've got one at home. CPSC says it received one report of a fire that resulted in 4 flight attendants being taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation. So if you have one, again, stop using it right away. You can contact the company for a free replacement. Tonight it is getting into MLB All-Star Week in Seattle. That starts tomorrow, but we're taking a look at the preparations, prompting a response from nearby business owners. That's next on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
Portion of KFKV sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Starting Monday, GMA's live from. Go on, tell them, Robin and Lara.
GMA is taking center court. Wimbledon, here we come.
And you know, we love ourselves some tennis. Only on
Good Morning Wimbledon. Oh, I see what you did there. You got that?
Ooh, someone just got the new DQ Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard. All that DQ soft serve cake batter flavor, confetti cookie dough pieces, and signature sprinkles? Dad, you said you'd wait until you got home before digging in.
I never said that.
Pretty sure you did. Cue the confetti!
That's cold.
Because the new DQ Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard won't be here forever. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it in the app.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. So what do? We're a local painting company. We paint exterior, we do interior painting, and cabinetry as well. So if you're interested in a free estimate, visit our website or call us at 591-8160.
Sweetie pie?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm afraid this closet is full. Do you really need all of these shirts?
I was waiting until I could fit into them again.
And how's that going?
Well, not so well.
This closet isn't getting any bigger. How about we make some space?
I guess I could pick a few out and
Good.
donate them to Goodwill.
Your donations to Goodwill support our local Employment Connection Center, a free walk-in job search assistance program.
Good job. Goodwill.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Non-drowsy Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Live Claritin Clear.
If you're struggling to keep up with conversations, avoiding restaurants because you can't understand the waiter, if you've got the TV volume way up right now, then you really need these. These tiny but powerful little hearing aids are the Nano CIC Recharge, priced at only $297 for a full pair. No, not $2,097, $297. And no, these are not simply amplifiers. These are ultra high quality, ultra reliable hearing aids, priced thousands less than other hearing aids. They fit right in your ear. Nothing shows in the back of your ear. At only $297 for a full pair of ultra high quality rechargeable hearing aids, they make a perfect gift. When you order today, Nano will give you a 45-day money-back guarantee. Order right now, and Nano will give you a free portable charging case and even ship them to you for free.
1-800-277-1540. 1-800-277-1540.
Welcome to Celebrity Family Feud, everybody. I'm your man, Steve Harvey. Make me wanna Funeral home lost the body. What they gonna put in the casket? A horse. Let's go.
Celebrity Family Feud premieres Sunday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
E.T. Vault unlocked Tom Hanks. Never before seen interviews with the nicest guy in Hollywood.
This is Entertainment Tonight, the Bible of show business.
Next, E.T. Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back. MLB All-Star Week begins tomorrow in Seattle, and there is a big lineup of activities for fans, but preparations have been underway for months. Some business owners in the Soto district, which is near T-Mobile Park, say they were pleasantly surprised by cleanup efforts. They're split, though, on whether that change is actually going to last.
I can come out here and I'm not harassed. I'm not smelling urine. I'm not smelling feces. I don't have people wandering in my building and stealing stuff. I don't have to deal with drug use in my parking lot.
You think they're going to come back?
They always come back.
Is this just for show? When the national crowds go home and the national TV cameras are turned off?
I don't think so. Like I said, this encampment wasn't there 2.5 weeks ago, and it was there 3 weeks before that. So what I see is a cleanup in the regular cycle of doing cleanups, and I don't see that stopping.
All-Star Week is scheduled for Saturday. It lasts through Tuesday. And if you're headed up to Seattle for that, you need to plan on lots of traffic, lots of sunny skies. We're taking a look outside. It is very hot, kind of hazy still in our area. Stacey Lee is taking a look at just how hot it's going to get this weekend. We might see some slight relief coming up in your first alert forecast. But first, we're hearing from police with a suspect in custody now more than 3 years after a disturbing murder in Yakima. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Tonight, it has been more than 3 years since a woman was found dead near the train tracks on 1st Street in Yakima. Authorities say they finally found the person they believe killed her. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell spoke to investigators who say it was a DNA match that provided the key to this case.
Linda Barakoff was 58 years old when she was brutally attacked and beaten to death. Her body was found on January 30th, 2020, behind a stack of cherry bins near the train tracks off of 1st Street in Yakima.
The charge that we suggested to the prosecutor's office was not only murder, but rape.
Detectives collected her attacker's DNA from her body and submitted it to the state crime lab, but it wasn't finished processing until a year later. It was entered into the federal database, but no hits came back until February of this year, year when a call came in that they had a DNA match.
I almost dropped the phone. I was angry and excited at the same time.
The match, 21-year-old Timothy Harrison, a man who was arrested 2 months after Barakoff's murder for brutally assaulting a different woman.
Mr. Harrison had attempted to proposition her for sex. She is not a prostitute and declined his request. And then as she walked away, he intentionally ran her over with his vehicle,
leaving her with 9 broken ribs, a punctured lung, and a shattered femur. Harrison pleaded guilty to first-degree assault and was sent to prison.
Because of that, his DNA was taken and submitted into CODIS.
According to court documents, Harrison admitted to killing Barakoff, telling police he was having sex with her when he picked up a rock and beat her with it, saying he felt there was a demon inside of him that would flip up out of nowhere, and it flipped.
We were concerned that he had done this before and we just didn't know about it.
They hope any victims will come forward now, regardless of what they may have been doing when they were hurt.
We are not going to arrest you and book you into jail because you admitted during the reporting of a crime that you engaged in prostitution. That's just not going to happen.
Detectives say while the wait to get DNA processed or to get a match is often a long one, they will continue to pursue justice for victims, no matter how long it takes. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Now, Harrison is currently being held in the Yakima County Jail. He has been charged with first-degree murder, and bail has been set at $500,000. A former sheriff who's famous for his work to help catch the Green River Killer has now entered Washington's gubernatorial race.
I'm Dave Reichert, and I'm running for governor.
Dave Reichert filed the paperwork a few days ago, but he officially announced his plans to run for governor of Washington on YouTube this morning. In addition to his work in law enforcement, Reichert also served 5 terms in Congress, representing Washington's 8th district from 2005 until 2019. He is running as a Republican. This year was the first time in more than 30 years that fireworks were legal in the city of Kennewick. And the Kennewick Police Department told us today they had less calls than what they'd seen in previous years.
Every 4th of July, every year, we expect an abundance of calls, all respective to fireworks themselves. So we are at maximum staff during those days. Looking at the calls for service and the statistics, it was pretty normal from what we've seen in the last years. We did expect there to be a higher number because of the new permissions that people are allowed to do now. However, it was pretty tame, and we're glad that everybody had a good and safe holiday. And we're able to have some fun with some fireworks this year.
Now, we've talked about this before. Not all kinds of fireworks are on the approved list for personal use when they're allowed statewide. But this approval came after some people thought that legalizing some fireworks would stop people from going out and buying the aerial fireworks and then setting them off, becoming a fire risk. And fire risk is something that we're thinking about a lot right now. It's very dry out there. Benton County is in extreme fire danger. Stacey Lee, you're saying it's getting hotter and drier.
That's right. The weekend will remain hot and dry. Hazy so far this evening. The smoke and haze should start to dissipate and get a little bit better as we move through the evening. Our sunset tonight at 8:50. Let's go ahead and take a look at temperatures around the region right now. It's still scorching hot out there. 100 right now in Toppenish, Hanford, Tri-Cities, and Hermiston. Everybody in the triple digits. Walla Walla at 95. Yakima not a lot cooler at 96. It's 81 in Cle Elum, so we'll call that the cool spot tonight. 90 in Dayton. And those temperatures will continue to rise. Now, we've been keeping an eye on that air quality due to the smoke and haze, and you could see it did kind of move into the region a little bit this evening. Earlier today we were in the green, but things are going to start to improve tomorrow morning as the winds shift directions. Now, if you want to get better weather, you might want to take a road trip. Warm and dry though all through the Pacific Northwest. However, we are seeing some showers develop across central Oregon. Morning fog and partly cloudy skies on the coast up and down from Washington into Oregon. Again, fire danger high through the area. Gas prices are high, but it might be worth it for a bit of a cool down. Now, I know this is warm for the Seattle area, but much cooler than it is here. Again, dealing with some smoke and haze today in Seattle, but temperatures pretty pleasant at 78. Moving into Portland, pretty warm there. Again, a little overcast today, partly cloudy on Saturday, that marine layer coming in, but temperatures sitting in the 80s. And if you're heading to Spokane, well, it's going to be pretty warm there this weekend as well. Saturday up to 97, close on Sunday at 98 degrees. Lots to get to. Your first alert full weather forecast is on the way. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. And we're not the only ones dealing with these extreme temperatures tonight. It's pretty much a nationwide issue. Some parts of the country are also continuing to deal with severe storms. ABC's Lionel Moyes is tracking that tonight.
It's a heat that's not just uncomfortable.
Buddy, hey, can you hear me, man?
It's scary. Authorities in Arizona releasing this video of a terrifying moment for two hikers near Tucson. Border Patrol agents airlifting them to the hospital. One hiker suffering extreme heat stress, the other losing consciousness, overcome by the triple-digit temperatures. Around the country and around the world, the heat is inescapable and record-breaking. Monday was the hottest day the planet has experienced since record-keeping began, until the record was surpassed on Tuesday and Wednesday.
It is first week of July. We've got climate change. We've got El Nino. These temperatures in the waters behind me, they're above average as well. So, yeah, we got a long summer ahead of us.
Today, high temps in the 90s or hotter from Maine to Miami, 96 in Vermont, and in the West, heat advisories in at least 6 states. El Paso expected to hit 105, its 22nd consecutive day of triple-digit heat.
We're going to break that record. 23 is the record, as we talked about, consecutive 100-plus days. Look at that. Saturday, Sunday we'll break that record.
These scorching temperatures amplified by climate change, and we're now seeing one of the most dramatic impacts from our warming climate in something called ghost forests. Our Ginger Z visited one in New Jersey.
A ghost forest is one of the most striking images where we can see the climate changing, and rapidly. You know, coastal forests, they sink and then sea level rises naturally, but we've advanced that sea level rise so quickly, especially here in the mid-Atlantic, we are losing forests because the salt water intrudes on the roots here faster and up to 14 times faster than just 150 years ago.
In the coming decades, hundreds of thousands of acres of forests along the U.S. coast are set to suffer the same fate. Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
Well, Consumer Alert tonight, you have just 2 more days to grab stamps before the prices go up starting July 9th. First class stamps will cost 66 cents, up from 63. The Postal Service says they have to have that increase to offset their rising operating expenses. The agency is expecting to lose $4.5 billion just this year. Now, the U.S. labor market grew at a slower than expected pace in June. Karen Caifa says this is giving economists some optimism. The Federal Reserve could actually pull off a soft landing and not send the economy into a recession.
The U.S. jobs market starting summer with a cool down.
Not too hot, not too cold. I think it's exactly what the Federal Reserve would be looking for.
The Labor Department said Friday that U.S. employers added 209,000 jobs in June, a drop from May's hot pace of 306,000, and missing economists' expectations, but giving hope that the U.S. will dodge a recession amid the Federal Reserve's efforts to stem inflation.
The data, the Bureau of Labor Statistics data, I think are consistent with where the Fed wants to see the economy going.
The June numbers mark 30 consecutive months of job growth for the U.S. economy. The unemployment rate ticked down to 3.6%. The Biden administration touting another streak.
We've had 17 straight months of an unemployment rate that is under 4%. We haven't seen that since the 1960s.
Many economists think the U.S. is on track for a soft landing, with higher interest rates curbing inflation but not tipping the U.S. economy into a recession.
It definitely is starting to look more likely. Inflation is coming down quite meaningfully, and wage growth has been moderating steadily, and that suggests that inflation could keep coming down in the coming months.
After a pause on its aggressive rate hiking campaign in June, the Federal Reserve will make its next decision on interest rates on July 26th. In Washington, I'm Karen Caifa.
Now, President Biden is proposing a 3-month limit on short-term health insurance plans. It's an effort that he says to lower health care costs. He also wants insurance companies to give a clear explanation of benefits. Short-term plans don't have to comply with Obamacare's consumer protections, and they can discriminate against people with pre-existing conditions. Now, President Biden also issued new guidance on medical billing, saying that facilities have to disclose fees that can surface as an unexpected cost in a medical bill. Biden says he's also working to stand up to lawsuits seeking to stop Medicare from negotiating drug prices.
Big Pharma doesn't want this to happen, so they're suing us to block us from negotiating lower prices so they can pad their profits while hardworking Americans foot the bill. But we're gonna see this through. We're gonna keep standing up to Big Pharma, and We'll also stand up to MAGA Republicans who have been trying for years to get rid of the Affordable Care Act. They've tried 70,000 times.
Now, President Biden's rule on short-term health insurance plans reverses an extension of them that the Trump administration issued in 2018. That policy allows them to last just under a year and to be renewed for a total of 3 years. Farmers who believe they faced discrimination from the Department of Agriculture can now seek financial relief from a new program. You'll need to fill out an application and show that you received unfair treatment from USDA lending programs before 2021. The maximum payout is $500,000, but a department official says applicants aren't really likely to receive that much. The program is for farmers, forest landowners, and ranchers, and it covers a list of potential discrimination categories. The payments could arrive sometime next year, according to the USDA, and funding for the program comes from last year's Inflation Reduction Act. The 2021 COVID relief law package had debt relief provisions for farmers of color, but white farmers sued and the courts shot that down. Tonight we're talking about a weather alert for the heat. Apple Valley News Now's Stacey Lee is tracking the temperatures, when we could see a slight change coming up in your first alert forecast. Plus, we're learning more about why the man accused of making a bomb threat on an Alaska Airlines flight headed to Seattle says he did it. What he told law enforcement coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
Portion of KFKV sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Charbroiled beef, jalapenos, pepper jack, bacon, habanero. Your mouth will be on fire. Tell your mouth, El Diablo made you do it. My rewards members can get a one-time El Diablo single for $6.66 in the Carl's Jr. app.
Talk about fireworks. Check out these offers during the extended 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $300 on our Denver Mattress brand lineup, like the Factory Direct Summit, now only $299.99. Purchase a Tempur-Pedic and score a $300 gift, plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the extended 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
The secret of every great chef is their knives and how well they sharpen them. Imagine a knife taking this much abuse and didn't need sharpening. Imagine no more. Introducing the incredible NutriBlade knives from Granite Stone. Coated with Granite Stone non-stick and made of stainless steel. One of the hardest substances on earth for ultimate cutting-edge durability. Now everyone can chop, slice, and dice just like a pro.
Very comfortable, very sharp. I thought you had to be a professional chef to cut like this.
Yeah. Woo! This is really an incredible knife.
The Easy Grip rubberized handles deliver incredible control and accuracy. To chop salads in seconds, cut frozen solid meat with ease, and get razor-thin slices every time. The non-stick surface means food slides right off, and they're dishwasher safe. Plus, they'll stay razor sharp, guaranteed. Why pay hundreds? Today you'll get this complete set of 6 NutriBlades for only $29.95. You'll get the powerful Santoku knife to chop large fruit and dice onions. The slicer for razor-thin veggies and deli meat. The serrated bread knife for slicing fresh, warm bread with ease. The ultralight chef knife with reduced surface area for less friction. This versatile utility blade is great in the kitchen and around your home. And the precision paring knife for peeling and garnishing. $29.95 is an amazing value, but order right now and we'll even ship them to you for free. So get your own NutriBlade knives from Granite Stone, the last knives you'll ever buy.
To order, call 1-800-524-6914 or go online to buynutriblade.com. That's 1-800-524-6914 or go to buynutriblade.com. Order now.
Matt Damon and Emily Blunt are ready to blow up the summer box office. Their new film about the first atomic bomb. Then drama, heat, and Aiden back in Carrie's life. And just like that, secrets. Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Carl's Jr. is spicing up the all-day 2 for $5 deal savings. Try a new spicy little cheeseburger, spicy chicken sandwich, cheeseburger, or French toast dips, and more. Pick any 2 all day, $5.
Welcome back. Tonight we're learning more about the man accused of threatening to set off a bomb on an Alaska Airlines flight from Atlanta to Seattle this week. The FBI says the 38-year-old suspect passed a note to a flight attendant threatening to detonate explosives if the pilot didn't reroute the plane to another airport. Now, investigators did not find any explosives. The suspect said that members of the Sinaloa cartel were waiting for him in Seattle, and the note was his plan to change the plane's destination. He allegedly suggested that the pilot make up a mechanical issue as a reason to land the plane. One passenger says that's exactly what happened.
What the pilot said, what he did was to, so that we wouldn't incite panic and things, is he mentioned that there was a minor malfunction, that we needed to do an emergency landing in Spokane because it was the closest one. We landed and the pilot said, hey, the plane is fine. They checked it out. We're good. And we were like, okay, well, why is the dude getting arrested?
Well, the suspect made his first appearance in federal court this week. He's facing federal charges of false information and hoaxes. This felony is one of a long list in the suspect's criminal history. Court records show that he's also been charged with kidnapping and robbery in the past. If convicted on these latest charges, he could face up to 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. His next court appearance is July 19th.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
All right, let's take a look at our almanac. We know it was hot. Did we break a record today? Not quite. Our forecast was 102. We made it to 101. Record break would be 106. Didn't quite make there, but we're teetering awfully close. In Yakima, our forecast was for 97. We got up to 98 degrees today. Record there 103. So again, very close, not quite there, but we could see some record-breaking heat sometime this summer. Evening planner in the Tri-Cities again. We're going to be pretty warm until 9, and even 88 at 9 p.m. sounds pretty warm to me. In Yakima, great pool weather, 84 degrees by 9 p.m. And in Walla Walla, nice evening there again. Most of the smoke and haze gone and down to 85 degrees at 9. So we are going to cool down just very slowly. That ridge of low pressure sitting on top of us. We got a ridge of high pressure sitting out on the Pacific, and you do see a little bit of a system building up out there, and we are going to see some activity from that later in the week, and we are seeing some thunder showers develop in central Oregon. Now, some of that moisture may slide into our region at some point this weekend, and so some advisories and warnings have been issued due to that because of, well, potential thunder and lightning. We are seeing a few lightning strikes again south in central Oregon to the east portion towards Idaho. Wind has shifted direction tonight, and again, that's starting to clear the smoke out of the area. Some of it still swirling down into the region. Getting into Saturday, you saw the blip of green going by. That's some of those thunder showers possible. We could see a few of those stray showers. Very slight chance of that happening across the Cascades, and that would be Sunday afternoon or into the evening. And then a few of those could slide right on into the Columbia Basin or into the Pendleton and Walla Walla area portion of the Blues, and then possibly the Yakima-Kittitas Valley by midnight on Monday. And we'll be keeping an eye on that Monday afternoon. There's about a 20% chance of thunder showers. There's a heat advisory for Grant County, Washington. That's in place until Sunday at 8, and a red flag warning in Grant County, Oregon. Again, this is the southern Blue Mountains in Oregon. Fire danger extremely high in this region. So if you're in that region, you want to be very fire wise this weekend. Wind speeds right now have picked up just a little. Pretty light winds this evening, but those gusts are going to pick up through the Kittitas Valley, Columbia River Gorge, and through the Yakima Valley as well. Anywhere where there's mountain gaps, those winds are going to start to pick up tonight and even a little bit tomorrow. We'll start off with some fairly light winds to begin with, breezy through the Columbia River Gorge and the I-84 corridor, and then as we get into Saturday evening, those winds will start to shift and pick up as that system starts to move across from the Pacific Ocean. And again, we'll see those breezy winds overnight Saturday into early Sunday morning. Air quality right now is yellow, moderate in our region, so we are seeing a little bit of smoke and haze. Not dangerous at this time unless you're ultra sensitive to that, so just keep an eye on that. That air quality will be improving. Here's our Futurecast smoke map, and you can see the wind shifting directions and that smoke starting to clear out of the area slowly, but we'll get there. Looking pretty good on Saturday morning through the Columbia Basin, Yakima Valley. Temperatures overnight tonight in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. We're looking at 50s and 60s. 64, the warm spot in Yakima. 59 tonight in Ellensburg as well as Sunnyside. Moving into the Columbia Basin, we'll see temperatures around the region in the 60s. 63 in Tri-City, 62 Connell as well as Prosser, and the Blue Mountains at the foothills there. Dayton 61, Walla Walla 60, 57 in Pendleton. So again, the weather nice and cooling off eventually tonight. Hot temperatures for tomorrow, 100 degrees Tri-Cities, Hanford 101, 99 Hermiston, and it could even bump a degree or two more than that as we get in through your day. Again, some heat safety advice. Again, try to get in the AC as much as possible. Take breaks, drink lots of water, check on your vulnerable neighbors. If you're headed to 3C Slam this weekend, it's going to be hot on that pavement for sure with triple-digit temperatures, and then a big cool-off coming on Monday. In Yakima, temperatures in the upper 90s, sliding down to 90 degrees by Monday. Similar situation in Walla Walla. More to come. We've got more news and your 7-day planning forecast when Apple Valley News Now comes right back.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started.
Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $2,250 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Bruce Heating and Air. Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
This case involves a love triangle. There's anger, there's resentment. No surprise that somebody wound up dead.
This was not an accident.
This is the first interview you've done. Tell me about that tragic day.
2020 tonight on ABC.
Ooh, someone just got the new DQ Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard. All that DQ soft serve cake batter flavor, confetti cookie dough pieces, and signature sprinkles? Dad, you said you'd wait until you got home before digging in.
I never said that.
Pretty sure you did.
Ooh, cue the confetti!
That's cold.
Because the new DQ Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard won't be here forever. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it in the app.
Did you know Astria Health has the only team of neurosurgeons in the Lower Valley? Patients no longer need to travel long distances to receive the spine care they need. Patients with spinal tumors, stenosis, herniated or degenerative disc diseases, spine trauma, fractures, or spinal cord injury can be seen by an Astria neurosurgeon in Prosser, Sunnyside, or Zillah. Ask your primary care provider for a referral to one of our neurosurgeons. Astria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
Imagine a knife taking this much abuse and didn't need sharpening. Introducing the incredible NutriBlade knives, coated with granite stone non-stick and made of stainless steel, one of the hardest substances on earth. Now everyone can chop, slice, and dice just like a pro. Order right now to get this professional 6-piece set of NutriBlades for just $29.95. We'll even ship them to you free. Get your own NutriBlade knives, the last knives you'll ever buy.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics.
What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
Draw tap.
Goldfish. Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
All in the Family, Sunday night at 8 on MeTV for Yakima and the Tri-Cities.
Portion of KFKV sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. Tonight, volunteers are at John Dam Plaza getting set up for the C3 Slam tournament. Crews shut down George Washington Way in both directions from Knight Street to Newton Street in Richland earlier this evening. It will be closed through Sunday evening, so be prepared for a detour there. C3 Slam tournament raises money for charity. The games start tomorrow morning. The tournament continues all weekend. Now it's going to be hot out there on the courts. Stacey Lee is back with a final check on your forecast next.
Charbroiled beef, jalapenos, pepper jack, bacon, habanero. Your mouth will be on fire. Tell your mouth, El Diablo made you do it. My rewards members can get a one-time El Diablo single for $6.66 from the Carl's Jr. app.
From the very beginning, we've been taught safety is very important. It's an act of love. When we're on the road, every action we take gets everyone to a safer place. Each of us can make a difference. Slow down. Ride sober. Get endorsed. Get training. Alone we are strong. Together we are stronger. And together we get there.
At LL Flooring, we've seen it all.
It's a rental.
It's a remodel. It's a really bad day.
Can I do this?
Can you do this?
We help you find your right floor at the right price, turning indecision into your best decision. LL Flooring, every step covered.
Hi everyone watching at home. We're here to remind you that if you or someone you know were injured in an accident that was not your fault, listen up. We have live agents available right now to answer your questions and tell you how much your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina Bellich, here with spokesman and TV personality Tom Mustin with us in the Help Center. So Tom, phones are really busy over there. Tell us what kind of calls you're seeing.
Well, Gina, first off, thank you for having me here in the call center with you. We always enjoy talking to the viewers and getting folks the compensation that they deserve. You know, we're seeing calls about all kinds of accidents, but the most common by far has been car accidents. So if you or someone you know were injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. You'll speak with a live person. They'll answer any questions you have and tell you if you have a case and how much your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Tom. All right, folks at home, you heard it. Take advantage of this opportunity and call now.
You're getting a $1,000 check for Dayspring Ministries.
The need that the women have in the jail is tremendous. Knowing that you're helping someone else, you know, and that you're making a difference in their life.
She's like my hero. I just want to be just like her when I get older.
All goes to God, because I couldn't do it without him.
STCU's Volunteers Count honors volunteers in our communities. Please tell us a story of someone you believe is making an impact.
ET Vault Unlocked, Tom Hanks. Never before seen interviews with the nicest guy in Hollywood.
This is Entertainment Tonight, the Bible of show business.
Next, ET, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Carl's Jr. is spicing up the all-day 2 for $5 deal savings. Try a new spicy little cheeseburger, spicy chicken sandwich, cheeseburger, or French toast dips, and more. Pick any two all day, $5.
This newscast sponsored by Dairy Queen.
Welcome back. We're taking a final look at the weather, and it's just hot out there.
It is hot. It just, yuck. Let's take a look at your 7-day planner in Yakima. Again, yuck through the weekend. We're calling alert days because it's so hot and it doesn't cool down all that much. Look at those lows in the upper 60s. Now we decrease significantly into Monday, and there's a very slight chance of stray thunderstorm. It's a hit and miss. More than likely not going to happen, but it's possible with the unsettled weather that's going to start to move in. And then we stay pretty cool in the low 90s there in Yakima through the work week. Now Tri-Cities, different story, triple digits this weekend. Yuck, hot, hit or miss on Monday again, dropping down to the low to mid 90s there, back up to the upper 90s by Friday. So it's going to be hot. And then let's take a look in Walla Walla, hot and muggy there tonight, and triple digits on Sunday. Again, those temperatures decrease. It looks pretty nice in Walla Walla. Maybe that's where I'm going to go. I think I'm going to Walla Walla sometime.
It's a beautiful place to visit this time of year.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, there will be heat everywhere we go.
There we go.
Lots of water.
Stay hydrated, and again, be very careful outside. Be fire wise.
All right. Thanks, Stacy. And thank you so much for watching. You can always find the latest on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. And we're back tonight at 11.